Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching from. Wow, it's been a long time and it's been a tricky one. Even if you have not been that much consistent, but I can tell you for real that we are back for real. And you know, even though we are not going to be consistent, no, sorry, you are still going to be consistent. Time has not been about our side, but it has been taking workload and stuff. But I tell you, it's another Friday, and it's going to be a blessed one. So let's begin with a simple question, which I'm throwing to you all. Have you ever feel busy all day because you want to accomplish very little? Perhaps have you struggling with fatigue, stress, and poor concentration or lack of motivation, even when important tasks were waiting for you? If that's not familiar, then type here in the comment section, because today we'll be discussing about one of the affected entrepreneur, professional, students, parents, and virtually everyone striving for success. And the topic is the body or the mind, the productive connectivity. Because productivity is not just about time management, it's about energy management. And when your body is unhealthy, your health unfortunately struggle to perform. About energy management. And when your body is unhealthy, your mind unfortunately often struggle to perform its best. To help us understand this important connection, we have a special guest who is going to be joining us on this show, an optimal talk show. And one other person is a businessman, a father, an uncle, a brother, and a beloved one. So Optimal Content, Optimal TV, Optimal Talk Show, and Optimal Group of Company in general. Make welcome and separate to you, Mr. Ayeni Victor. Mr. Victor, welcome to the talk show.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Having me.
You're welcome.
Pleasure joining you on this.
Yeah, we are really good. We are really good. The code is not much, sir.
It's cold is much, but we are managing it.
I can see you are even, I'm even in the code is oh, God. Let me not see Jesus. Well, thank you very much. I know quickly before we that, because I know he's a very busy man. And you just have to do is just give it just a very simple topic. And looking at it, it's a very simple topic. We are going to know elder body, elder mind, the productive connectivity. So, sir, many people separate health from productivity. But the question is, why is physical health such an important factor in performance and success? Because I know if there's no way. So, sir, why is health such an important factor in performance and success?
Thank you very much. Charlie, like you said, a lot of people try to separate healthy lifestyle from productivity.
Wow.
Seriously, you cannot separate the two of them. They goes together.
Pari passu.
Wow. For you to be perform optimally at your highest capacity, there is a very important necessity for you to be healthy and sound in your body and in your mind.
Wow.
These two things are connected together. You can never separate them. Somebody who is not in his right mind of health status, and somebody who is not physically having that health capacity, is very impossible for that individual to produce productivities and effectiveness in anything he or she is doing. Because when we are talking about productivity, it starts from what we call a health state of your mind, as in you could be able to compose yourself, you could be able to know what you are supposed to do at the right time, and you are having what we call the cohesion in your mind to be able to achieve that particular focus. Now, that needs to be coupled with your physical strength, which has to do with your energy, with your strength, with your healthy lifestyle. And so these two things is something you cannot separate. They all need to be perfect for you to be able to function optimally and to function effectively to produce something that will significant.
Wow. This is enlightening. Wow. I think this is very, not very. For now, like, look at it. The two have to work together, which means you have to, you have to balance the two. So
Yeah, you have to
you
balance.
have to balance the two, yeah. Wow, which is very good. But like I say, many people are looking for productivity circuits when ignoring the condition of the body and mind responsibility. So to be honest, I will tell you, that's it. But I think that during performance, so I think we need to know that bit that during performance because sir, this question is what unhealthy lifestyle habits are most responsible for low energy and poor performance? I think this one is talking about the habit because looking at it, if your health to your productivity has to work hand in hand, then what is that unhealthy lifestyle that people think is more responsible that's going to generate low energy and low performance?
Thanks very much. These are some of the factors that usually contributes to people not being healthy and not to be able to have a good mind and healthy mind in order for them to be productivities. One of such things is number one, our lifestyle. The lifestyle that we are into in this era, in this season, is one of the things that is causing problems. And when you look at that things we are talking particularly something that has to do with an emotional. A lot of people are not emotionally balanced. When you talk about stress, when you talk about a lot of people having emotional instability because of so many factors or so many financial struggles and so many things they cannot meet up with. So number one, that one bring up what we call an unsettled mind into them, and it also stress them to begin to think the kind of thinking, manner of thinking that will be able to be weaken them morally. And we have a lot of depression too going on in the society. This depression is not helping when we are talking about the area of building a mind capacity. And one other thing is that is currently connected to this issue of these factors that is making people not to be able to have a good health in order to meet up with what they are doing. It has to do with what we call their diet as well. You know, in this generation, in this environment, in this economy, people cannot get access to good diet that could be able to enable them to have enough energy, enough nutrients, enough components that will be able to energize their system, their body, their mind, their whole body to be able to functions very well. And so also a lot of people wish to accomplish that to even do it better. So people are not being you can imagine institutions whereby somebody who have not been able to have the adequate things he's supposed to put into his stomach.
So that's
Maybe somebody is just coming back from home, is having some finances, is able to meet up at home. Now struggling, coming on the road down, maybe somebody passed through to call all these hold ups and all these traffic issues, and the person is already under stress. So when the person appear in office, you could understand that emotionally is not balanced, is not stable. He's just trying to make so many things, managing and trying to cope with it. And it's not as if that things will not be done, but it will not be done effectively the way it has to be done. And that's the reason why you see a lot of clashes happening here and there in the various sectors and area of workplaces. So that is what is really happening.
I will have said this, but I will say I'm saying the word. But most of the word talk today, to be honest. But the question is, it's also speak to you as a person because looking at it in the work sector, especially in the part of the world in Lagos, wow. I would say we are hustlers in Lagos.
Yeah.
No
Well.
matter how, when someone is just closing from work, that's when someone is just starting a new business. I
Mm.
can remember, let me just say something that happened. Although more of our more new experiences, but with what people say, stand that number like there's somewhere inside Lagos in the island that people come out to sell by 11 p.m.
Mm.
and people still come out that 11 p.m. to come at 8, and it's that time some people are still resuming work.
Work.
And I ask a question, then how do they have productivity time? So which means aside from people that work from 9 to 6, that's the
Mm.
type of productivity.
Mm.
So people still do productivity time overnight,
Overnight.
which means you are sleeping.
A lot.
Ọlọ́run aṣáájú tún
Yes.
so in case you understand like that, I'm in the comment section and you are the one say I'm the one because you said one man cannot do that, so exist. Not depend on that, God also help us. Everyone to help themselves. So sir, let's move to the last question of the day because I noticed okay, doesn't business man and a person business
So
man.
very big.
And I know you just have to after that busy time. So let's go to the last one. So because I think this is the last question for today's show. And to be honest, I'll be happy. So now the question saying, and I think this is what to entrepreneur and professionals. I think this is one of the top lead, when the top hierarchy we have in health sectors. Because looking at it, I noticed business people,
Mm.
they really, I think most of them really need. Let me just say most of them. I think some of them, they don't have health issues. Why some they get to the point with that where they have health issues. But I think they do productive. But I think the person is not really grabbing to health issue. But I think it's a bit talking about health and survival.
Mm.
So the question is, so if entrepreneur and professional work long hour, how can they protect their health without sacrificing productivity?
Well, that's a very good question. Now, when we're talking about protecting their health and not sacrificing it just to achieve productivities, so many things are involved. Number one is that this two needs to be balanced. It needs to be balanced because without a healthy body and without a healthy mind, productivity will not be achieved.
Yes.
And when you are not achieving productivities, you will not be able to have a necessary income that is going to help you to live your normal life you're supposed to live. And so, ways and how entrepreneurs, business individuals, and business people, businessmen or women can be able to balance. So number one is that we need to make out time. Number one, to have what we call good rest. There's a very important need to rest. When you rest, you are enabling your body system to be able to be restored and to be renewed and to be regenerated. So you cannot sacrifice good rest in order for you to meet up with your daily duties. Also, you need to make out times to to eat good food. A lot of people, just because of their tight schedule, they find it very difficult to make out time to have food. You see a lot of people rushing their food, rushing their meal, which is not good. It's not helping your body systems. Another thing that one needs to do is to find time to do exercise. This thing needs to be planned out. This thing needs to be needs to be allotted time. We have to do proper self timing in order to achieve all this because these are the things you cannot separate out. Now, also, you need to make sure that you have time to relax and have fun, irrespective of how tight your schedule is, how busy your schedule is. Make out time to relax yourself, to have good food, to have good exercise, and to rest very well. And make out time to eat good food and supplements if need be, because most of the food we are eating these days, most of them are junks, and that is why it's very important for people to know the essence of balancing these two in order for them to be able to have what we call a maximum output or a maximum productivity at whatsoever business or endeavors they are engaging. This too is great. Then one thing that is very paramount and important is I will advise at every good intervals, let's make out time to seek out what we call a medical check-up.
Yeah.
It's one thing that we cannot do without. So you are able to monitor your health and you are able to know areas where you need to prevent so that you break down. Because when you break down, then you will not be able to perform that function, that activities that is giving you income. And that is why we need to balance the two.
Wow, wow! Thank you very much. And in aspect of that medical checkup, and I think I'll take this permission to also advertise Optimal Orthopedic Clinic. I think this clinic has been a place whereby you know they deal with natural remedy.
Hmm.
Natural remedy. Trust me, if you have not been to Optimal Orthopedic Clinic,
Hmm.
I will telling you, please drop the message that where is it located. Your office number, ask for it. No, you will receive it in the comment section. You receive them in the comment section. Don't worry, trust me. I can already tell you, there's a program coming up. I think that one, is a very banger program for start 500, start 6. To be honest with you, the previous one has been a successful one.
Mind-blowing.
Mind-blowing. So if paraventure, if honestly, it's not even much you should be in Sapa classes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not much to be in Sapa classes because the topic alone is deal with every corner of business.
Business.
Yes.
And development.
Yes, and development. It's not much, I think it's not much to also be a third year. You can come also benefit from it.
Yeah.
You can come and benefit from it. And they take it of 5K, 5,000 naira. They'll come and experience. So that's an experience.